One seating eerie clip was captured by a CCTV camera overlooking a backyard pool during a late-night hangout. A group of friends, both women and men, were enjoying a swim, laughing and talking, when suddenly things took a dark turn. The footage shows the group in the pool, everything light-hearted, until something moves behind them. Near the bushes at the edge of the yard, a dark, shadowy figure slips through the greenery. This next chilling clip comes from a CCTV camera placed near a rumored haunted area, a stretch of land that locals claim has a long history of strange sightings, including apparitions and unexplained noises at night. The camera was set up to monitor trespassers, but what it caught was something no one expected. At around 3:12 a.m., the footage shows a misty, dimly lit path, lined with brush and broken fencing. Then, at the far end of the screen, a figure appears. A woman, dressed in white. Her form is ghostly, transparent, barely touching the ground. She moves slowly, drifting away from the camera without ever turning around. This next investigation takes place inside an abandoned school, explored at night by a lone paranormal investigator. The building had been closed for years, classrooms still full of dust-covered desks, lockers rusted shut, and long-forgotten memories trapped in the walls. But as he walks through the building, something doesn't want him there. At first, the halls are silent. He carefully steps through a dark classroom, whispering as he records. Then, it happens. A chair in the corner suddenly scoots backward on its own, scraping loudly across the floor. Startled, he turns and begins backing away, only to hear another noise coming from the playground area outside, and finds the swings moving. This next disturbing video was captured inside a baby's nursery, and what it shows is something no parent ever wants to see. The family had set up a camera to keep an eye on their child overnight, but what they captured left them speechless. In the crib, baby is seen violently tipped over in an unusual speed. Luckily, the child wasn't seriously hurt, but the family says this isn't the first time strange things have happened in the house. This next eerie video was captured by a man exploring an abandoned church that locals claim is haunted. The building had long been shut down, its walls crumbling, pews broken, and stained glass shattered, but some say something still lingers within, and on this night, he may have caught it on camera. The man walks carefully through the dark sanctuary, his flashlight scanning across dust-covered relics and rotting wood. Then just as he pans toward a narrow doorway near the altar, he catches something, a head, pale, still, and just barely visible, peeking out from the edge of the doorway. It doesn't move, it doesn't blink, just watches. This next clip was sent in by a man who lives alone in his apartment. He says that lately, he's been hearing whispers late at night, but each time he checked, there was never anyone there. That is, until this moment.
Venía de aquí, ¿verdad? ¿Qué cojones, tío? ¡Mira! ¡Dios! ¡Corre! ¡Sale!
It's just after midnight. The man starts recording after hearing the strange murmuring sounds again, soft, unintelligible whispers echoing through the room. He pans toward the window door that leads to his balcony. It's slightly open, but then suddenly shuts. This next unsettling moment was caught on CCTV inside a locker room where a man was working the night shift alone. He says nothing felt off at the time, just a normal quiet evening, until he checked the footage later. The man is busy organizing some equipment, his back turned to the doorway. Everything seems quiet until you notice the door. It opens slowly, then closes. By itself, he doesn't notice, he keeps working. This next video was captured on a quiet evening out in a rural field. A local resident had let their dogs out to roam, when suddenly they started acting strange. Their barking became frantic, aggressive, and completely locked in one direction. The owner began recording, and what they caught is unsettling. The video starts with two dogs in the field, barking furiously at seemingly nothing. Their posture is alert, ears forward, tails stiff. Then something emerges. A dark mist, shadowy, almost formless, drifts across the field, moving away from where the dogs were barking. This next strange and unsettling clip comes from a CCTV camera set up in a crumbling, partially collapsed building that's been abandoned for years. Locals have long said the place is haunted, but until recently, no one had caught anything solid on video. That is, until this footage surfaced. A pale white figure, barely visible, peeks out from behind the damaged pillar. It's slow, almost deliberate, and eerily still. You can only see part of the face and shoulder, but it's enough to tell this doesn't look human.